Hey, how's it going everyone? Cole here, and in today's video I wanted to provide a quick feature of this AI assistance tool that I found in the Chrome developer tools the other day. So this is an application that I've been working on, and oftentimes what I like to do when it comes to updating the UI is I just like to come over here to the Sources tab and start updating my CSS file that's directly linked to my project and make the updates here. Now, why do I like to do that? Well, one of the main reasons is because it's confined within the browser. I don't have to make these updates in the code editor, and once I make them here, it's quick. It'll update here. And in addition to that, if there's a specific section that I want to target, I'll go over here to the elements and highlight it or select it and start making updates here just so I can see what the UI is going to look like before I make my final changes. So that's my reasoning behind that. Well, as I was doing this the other day, I noticed that there was an AI assistance tool. And I thought, well, you know what, I'm going to give that a try. And so what I did is I started messing around with different themes for this application to see what was the easiest on the eyes. And I ended up just deciding on Everforest for this, out of my own personal preference. This isn't something that the AI decided for me. I just did this because it's easier on the eyes as opposed to how it was by default. So to demonstrate this, what you do is you do the element selector here, and you select or hover over which part you would like to modify. So let's say in this case I want to modify this section here. So it'll account for that selection here within the chat, and then you just start prompting. So let's say in this case I want to change this to a Grovebox theme. I would like you to update this to a or better yet, a light Grovebox theme. And let's see what we get here. So it'll analyze the prompt, and then it will provide the code to change it. And if you'll notice here, it gives you kind of like JavaScript code, which is fine, and I think that this is the AI assistant's only way to modify this, because this is it's not directly linked to your CSS file, so I think that it has to do this in order to make the changes that you're asking it, if that makes sense. So if I go down here and hit continue to apply those changes, you'll see that it changes here. So let's take it one step further and account for this container here, and I'm going to say I would like you to apply the same theme to this container, and it'll do the same thing. It'll analyze the prompt and then provide the code, and then you hit continue, and then there you go. Now, I know that this isn't the most profound thing. However, having this within your developer tools is really useful. And there is an article that I actually have pulled up here that goes into some of the other things that it can do. So outside of styling and whatnot, so you get debugging API and network issues, problem, API requests fail, take too long to respond, or return unexpected data, how the AI helps, identifies HTTP errors, 404 not found, 500 internal server error, suggests ways to optimize API and performance by reducing payload size. So that's one of the items that it's good with. UI debugging and fixing layout issues, as I demonstrated. Identifies hidden elements caused by display, none, or visibility hidden, analyzes CSS conflicts that lead to layout shifts, broken buttons, or unclickable elements. Of course, performance optimization, that's a big one. The web page, the problem is the web web page loads too slowly, affecting user experience and SEO ranking. Identifies slow loading resources such as unoptimized images, large CSS, JS files, and third-party scripts. Accessibility testing. The problem, the web application does not comply with WCAG, Web Content Accessibility Guidelines. How it helps, identifies missing alt text for images, affecting screen reader users. So yeah, security and compliance checks, troubleshooting JavaScript errors, cross-browser compatibility testing, and enhancing test automation strategies. So as you can see, there's so many things that this can do. And yes, you can do all of these things within, say, like Google Gemini, but to have this tied directly to the browser, that's a game changer. So you're no longer having to jump between the chat, with ChatGPT or Gemini to get this information, and everything is locked in. Like, it's got all of the elements, like your HTML, CSS, and JavaScript all in one area, so it's able to account for those rather than you having to provide that information individually to these AI chats. So yeah, it's a really useful tool, and I'm glad that I found it. I don't think I'll be using it as often as I would like, because a lot of these projects that I'm working on, I know what I'm looking for. However, down the line, when these start getting more robust and there's more complexity to it, I'm pretty sure that I'm going to be utilizing this. I'm just going to say, this is neither here nor there, but I'm going to say it anyway. I'm not the biggest fan of Chrome as a browser for my own personal reasons. However, this is drawing me in. This is a pretty cool feature. But anyway, I hope that you like this video. I will probably do some more in-depth features, or more in-depth videos showing the features of this in the future. And yeah, if you like this, make sure to like and subscribe at my YouTube channel at youtube.com/@cole-dot-dev, and I will see you in the next vid.